Hey folks, you catch me on a very sunny yet cold day in a town called Conwy in North Wales. And in this video, we're going to be looking around Conwy Castle, which is what you can see behind me there. Now I've looked around the exterior like a few times in the past, but I've never actually got inside it. But today, we're going to look inside it. Let's go. To look around this castle, it cost me £11.90p, but there's different prices for family tickets and if you're a student or whatever. This castle is literally just around the corner from the smallest house in Britain. The castle building process started in 1283 up until 1287, taking 4 years to build. King Edward I ordered Conwy Castle to be built during his invasion of Wales in the 13th century. My favourite part of the castle is probably the towers, which have a spiral staircase going up to the top. Kinda makes you feel like a soldier back in the day, making his way up to the top to fire some arrows down at the enemy attacking. The views at the top of the tower look out to the amazing North Wales scenery and the Conwy Harbour. Edward I really did pick a great spot to build this castle. Every tower at Conwy Castle has its very own name. I didn't manage to get a shot of all the tower names, but you get the idea. What struck me the most about this castle is how intact it is. It's over 700 years old, but the fact that most of it is still standing is pretty cool. Shows how good the builders were who made it. Walking around the castle on this sunny yet cold day makes you think of how different the castle would have been back in the day. I mean, I'm wandering around here in the sunshine with all the other tourists, but it must have been very different back in the day, whilst wearing all the medieval soldier gear and firing arrows off the side of the walls. The spiral staircases have been fitted with rope banisters, which I thought was a nice touch. I was reading some of the information in the castle, and apparently the spiral staircases have been restored several times over the years. There were a couple of spiral staircases that hadn't been restored, and all the steps had all worn away, so you couldn't even walk up them. The huge walls don't just protect the castle, they stretch out and surround most of the town of Conwy. It's pretty cool to walk around the town, which still has a lot of medieval architecture. A section of the castle I thought was really cool was the castle has its own church or prayer room. It's probably the most intact section of the whole castle. Back in medieval times they were very much religious compared to most people today. There's a pretty cool bridge right next to Conwy Castle. It was one of the first suspension bridges in the world and was built by Thomas Telford in 1826. It is no longer a road traffic bridge due to its age and width. It is now only a pedestrian bridge. The castle even has its own water supply within the castle walls. It is a huge well which is 28 metres or 91 feet deep. I suppose if an army is laying siege to the castle and nobody can get in or out, then it's a good idea to have your own water supply. This is the other side of the castle, away from the main road in the harbour and all the tourists. This side of the castle feels more like what it would have looked like back in the day. It looks so cool, the site of the castle, set just in the countryside. Probably not too different to what the soldiers attacking the castle would have seen during the medieval period. And of course, like all tourist attractions, there's a gift shop that you have to pass through on the way out. I didn't buy anything, I was only interested in the castle itself. And that's my wander around Conwy Castle. Thanks very much for watching. I'll add the map location and website so you know where the castle is if you want to visit the castle for yourself. You can buy tickets online, or you can buy tickets when you get there like I did. I'm planning on visiting a lot more castles. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more of my travels.